so clear that I want you here. If you love someone, better tell them that while there's time to spare. Before you crash out, before you crash out, don't go crash out, 'cause there's a way out. I've been crashing out, yeah, and I don't care, feeling still here, girl, I still care. Don't go crash out, don't go crash out, don't you crash out, don't you crash out.
Yo, if you're with us in the chat on Twitch or on YouTube, welcome in. Happy Thursday. I can't believe this week has flown by. I didn't have a release, and it seems on the weeks where I have less work to do, it just goes way too quickly. So if you're in the chat, let us know what you've been up to. We're gonna get started here very shortly. If you want to learn how to submit your music, !submit will tell you how. If you want to skip the queue, !skip will tell you how to do that too. If you could just let me know if the sound is okay in the chat too, that'd be great, just because I can't hear it and I need to make sure that you guys can hear me. So if you are in the chat, let me know if this sounds crazy or if this sounds good. Do I sound like a robot? Do I sound like a human? Let me know in the chat. Hey, what's up? Sounds good? Thank you, Leno. I appreciate you. If you are in the chat on YouTube too, sorry, the Nightbot's a little delayed on YouTube for some reason, but if you use the same commands, command submit, !submit, !skip, it should show up for you as well at some point. My dad says no sound on Twitch. Oh, do you guys have sound on Twitch or no? Maybe you muted it, Dad. Khalif, welcome. I saw you did the super skip too, so you're right at the top of the queue, actually. Twitch people, can you guys hear me? Thank you for the, for the well wishes. It's my partner anniversary today. I don't know how many years that is. Maybe 2. Okay, you guys can hear me? So it's just my dad. Dad, unmute it. Unmute, father. All you gotta do is unmute. I'm dead, bro. Chef Boy on Coke, welcome back. Bedrooms, welcome back. Babacar, welcome back. Smokey, welcome to the chat for the first time. It's nice to have you. Chris, what's going on? Chat, what's up? Happy Thursday. Let us know what you've been up to if you are here. We're going to be getting started very shortly, but before we do, I'm going to explain how this all works, who I am, what I do. If you're with us on Instagram, come hang out on Twitch and on YouTube or YouTube, both. Open both, that way you can go back and forth when the ads hit. I don't know, it's up to you. We're going live for the next 2 hours. We're listening to new music. We're giving feedback. So if you do want to submit your music, all you got to do is hit !submit in the chat, !skip in the chat. For the YouTube chat people, sometimes I'm not looking at the chat over there as much, so if you do want to be in the Twitch chat, feel free, but if not, don't worry. I'll try and check a little bit more frequently than I do usually. Welcome to the Underground. What's good? Welcome to the Kayvan's house stream, bro. Come through. Come to Twitch. If you got Twitch, come hang out. It's a good time. Got a lot of really great artists in here. I think you'll find some stuff you like. All right, so was the 6:05? I'll do the whole spiel right now. I'll tell you guys who I am, what I do, and what the stream is. All right, so my name is Kayvan. For everybody who's new in here, welcome to the community. It's nice to have you. Feel free to go join our Discord community. It's free. We have a lot of playlist submissions. We have a lot of content opportunities in there, both inside and outside of the community. We try to send you guys to things that are good too. And if you don't follow us on Kayvan's House too, which is the Instagram page where we support all of you guys that we find in here. So some songs I found in the comments this week. It's free for you to submit in there. Go drop me a song, artist name, song title. I'm going to listen to your music. We got our new Music Who This playlist that updates every single Friday. If you have releases that are coming out, you can put that in the release calendar. It's free. I playlist those songs. I support them in content. We have like a little series where we ask questions to artists just to help you get advice from other artists who are doing it. We've got our songs we found on live stream every single week. This updates every single Tuesday, so if you submit music here, you're immediately in consideration for this playlist and content series as well. We've got our At Home With interview series where we sit down with artists. They kind of pull back the curtain and let us into their creative spaces and lives a little bit more. We've got our guest curated playlist, the guest list. We're going to be doing more of these as well, man. Community playlist, that's updating soon, so make sure you get in there, submit in the Discord as well. But that's what I do. That's part of what I do is I run this community, the Kayvan's House community on Instagram, Twitch, and Discord. But in my day job, I'm the director of music distribution at Genius and at World Store Distribution. So I currently run both distribution arms at my company. So I'm signing artists, I'm putting projects out, I'm identifying artists that make sense, and then I'm also doing DSP and curator pitching, press runs, really whatever I can do to help the music move, right, and help the streams move and build an audience for an artist. So that's what I do in my day job. I also have been managing artists for about 10 years. I've generated about 20 to 40 million streams independently as a manager, and then as a distributor, like I think it's like 50 million streams now. So, you know, look, this is all I think about, like on a day-to-day, like week-to-week kind of cadence. Is like I just think about releases and putting music out and what we can do to help it move. So if you have any questions about the music industry, feel free to ask in the chat. I've also been an artist. I produce music. I'm a classical violinist, so on the creative side, that is kind of what we're talking about in here. I'm going to be listening to your music. I'm going to be giving feedback. Shout out to Nero, who are in the chat on Instagram as well. We do run all of our submissions through Nero, so make sure if you're submitting music that you're using Nero to get it in there, okay? !submit will pull up the submission form. !skip will work for you as well. The Nero link should work for you, unless I didn't change the Nightbot. Fuck. I didn't update my Nightbot on YouTube, guys. I'm sorry. That is my fault. Here. This is the correct link. I just put it in the chat for you, YouTube folks. Give me literally 1 second, and you know what I'll do? I'll update them on Nightbot for YouTube pretty quickly. But yeah, in my day job, working music, that's what I do. What we do here is listen to your music and give feedback as a community. So I will be telling you guys what I think of the songs, but equally important is for you guys to let us know what you think of the songs, right? If you like something, great. If you don't like something and you think it could be better, please focus on what could improve, and please do it in a way that is respectful of others, all right? That's the only rule we have in here. I expect you guys to respect each other, and if you don't, then I'm going to be disrespectful, and I guarantee you not one single person is going to enjoy me being disrespectful to them. And you'll get one warning, and if you continue to be disrespectful, I will eject you from the community, because I don't care. Like, I will literally get rid of you. I do not care. There is no way that you will make me feel less conviction behind kicking someone out for being a dick in the chat. So just don't be. You know what I mean? Be respectful. That's the only thing I ask. But we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna find some artists. I'll be pulling up socials as we go, so if you hear something you like, make sure you go follow the artists and support them as well. It's easy. All right, if you want to submit music, it's free. If you want to get a guaranteed play on the stream today, we have a $5 paid skip queue, a $10 super skip, and then this thing that Khalif did is actually a crazy feature we have called the Throne, which you can pay $50 to be at the top. And no one needs to do that, but Khalif, shout out to you for doing that. I really appreciate it. We're gonna play you first, and we'll do all the feedback and stuff and socials and stuff too. But thank you for the support. It does really mean a lot, and I appreciate it. For everybody who does not want to spend that much, feel free to super skip as $10. That is higher in the queue. Usually those are the songs that are first. Regular skips will go into our skip queue, but as people do super skips, those might get pushed down. Regardless, we will play the songs that get in the skip queues, all of the skip queues before the end of the stream, guaranteed. And then every 5 paid skips, we'll do a free one at random using this lovely spinning wheel that the Nero team made for us. So, all right, that's it. That's all. That's the whole thing. Okay, we're starting with Khalif Bryant. This is Desire, releasing June 6th, based out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. Generally, I will say, I'm a fan of music from Virginia. I've signed a bunch of artists from Virginia to Genius Distro so far, and I guess I didn't talk about Genius Distro at all, but if you want to learn more about it and some of the artists we work with, you can always go to distro.genius.com. It is not a place where you can sign up for distribution. I am still doing the A&R work and the research work to find artists that make sense, but we have signed a couple artists from the stream here. Masho, Serena, Antone Now, Shloop, CCBK, Leia the Leo. My name isn't J Mac and Bray. We're all people that I found here as well. Eric Sisko's from Virginia. Hell yeah. There's a lot of great artists from Virginia, man. Saki's on the roster right now. He's from Virginia. We haven't put him on the website yet, but he's out of Virginia. J Mac was out of Virginia. Serena, who he worked with, is out of Virginia. So I've got a lot of artists that I'm a fan of from that part of the world. So, all right, Desire, Khalif Bryant. Let us know what you think in the chat. And you guys will see what this goes like too, just if you've never been here before, maybe sometimes it's a little bit easier just to see it in action. Khalif Bryant with a K on Instagram.
If you really love me, baby, need to tell me so.
A little Ty Dolla $ign off the jump in this one. Definitely following. I like this a lot. When does this drop? June 6th? Khalif.
I'm in the need for some of your affection. I'm asking why it's me that you keep on neglecting. If this this ain't what you want, then why don't you confess it? Don't you know that boys, we need love.
J-Mac is the truth. Shout out to my name is J-Mac. Khalif, make sure you use this link that Nightbot's going to put in the chat for you on YouTube to submit to our release calendar. This will go on my playlist when it drops on June 6th. I don't know that I really have feedback on this one necessarily. There's maybe aspects of the vocal mix that I feel were a little bit wider, but I do really like this. Leno says, gives me KayvanMD vibes on the delivery, it's good. It kind of does and it doesn't, you know what I mean? There's like, the more sung parts definitely give me a little tie. The more rap parts, I could hear the Kevin Gates aspect in it. I do think maybe a little bit more processing on the vocal, just effects work could be cool. But I don't think that it's needed either. This feels pretty good, man. I enjoyed this.
A little more, that's all I need. A little more, why can't you see? A little more, that's all I need.
I like the vocal layering. I think there's like a good amount of vocal layering in this.
Sometimes I need a little romance and pray that my peace.
I do think that the standout sections for me in this song are probably the ones that do lean a little bit more sung than rapped, because I think you have a really good singing voice. Joe Wright says this also vibes for sure. It's a good length. It moves well. Definitely a vibe. I agree with Top Ramen. Definitely something I would listen to. Look, if you guys are rocking with it again, Khalif Bryan with a K. We could maybe see more content from you. If I was going to give any feedback about anything, that's maybe what it would be, is just on the content side of things. Like, I see a lot of like music video type stuff. I would love to see more personality-based content from you as well. That just kind of tells me more about who you are. But I do think overall the music was good. The song was good. Vocal delivery was really nice. I liked the mix for the most part. If anything, I would say that you could maybe widen up your vocal just a touch. I feel like we lost a little bit of that low end. It felt a little like maybe just a little squashed at times, but overall really, really solid. Definitely going to be putting this in the playlist when it drops, so make sure you put it in the release calendar. Joe Wright says super smooth. I agree. Like, generally, that was something that I enjoyed a lot and would listen to. Yeah, if I'm being picky, there's maybe little details that I think you could do to just elevate as you continue to grow, but like it's not anything that's like gonna stop me from listening to new music. I honestly want to hear more from you as well. So good shit, man. Thank you again for the support, and thank you for sending it in as well. Some of Us Hover up next. Juno Glock. I like this artist too. This is an unreleased. Oh, I got it. This one is not out of Virginia. This one's out of Atlanta, I believe. Let us know what you think in the chat. Some real strong alternative hip-hop vibes to start the stream tonight. Let us know what you think. Khalif, hey man, send in some more music. I want to hear more music from you as well. And feel free to submit for like any of my things, man. If you got shit that's out that you want to get in front of us, songs from the comments, submissions are open. I just dropped a new video today, so make sure you go comment in the comments there. Not that I don't know where else you would comment. Juno Glock on Instagram, 1C. I would like to hear the vocal kind of cut through the mix, maybe a touch more on this one. But I really love this direction, I think, for Juno's voice. Let us know what you think. Leno says, love the vibes on this. I like the vibes on this as well. Enjoy my peace, I give you peace of mind. And everything is evil, read between the lines. When dealing with people weighing out all of their pros and cons, it's only right I correct you by finding flaw in your lecture or what you had to spill. Have you seen reflection? Tell me, how does it feel? When looking back at yourself, see. This is like one of my more favorite Juno Glock songs that I've heard. It's very chill. I would absolutely listen to this at any time of the day. We take all genres in here, man. Artist community, welcome to the chat. Oh man, that's really love. Thank you for the kind words. What genres do we take? We take all genres. If you want to submit, just hit !submit. Shout out to Mo, who's the feature on this as well. Very, very dope. If you want to skip the queue, here's how you can skip the queue too. We do have a paid skip queue if you want. But submitting, just make sure you go through Nero. Alright. I low-key need to know what Mo's socials are. Because Mo is crazy too. Does anybody know Mo? Juno Glock, if you're in the chat, or if anybody from your team's in the chat, please let me know how I can go follow Mo too, because that was a crazy feature. Loved it. Sean Matthews says this is so good. I would agree, man. Real solid. Hey, man. Stop. You made me cry. You're being too nice to me. You made me cry in the chat, man. Shout out to you guys as well. I appreciate it. Look, that is what I want to do in my career. I just want to advocate for artists. I've been one of you guys, so I get it too. And, you know, every now and then I play some music that I've made on here. You guys might hear some if I feel like it today. But yeah, it's just, I just get it. You know what I mean? I think it's different when you've done it and you know how much goes into it and how much goes into making the music and pushing the music. Like it's hard to do, and it takes a lot of bravery to even put yourself out there in the first place. So for me, if I can do anything in my career, it's going to be supporting you guys, figuring out ways that I can just help make things easier. That's why I like to answer questions. If you guys, yeah, you know what I mean? I am, you know? So yeah, if you guys ever have questions, this is shit that I learned from doing this in and out every day, that I feel like I can share with you guys and can just help make the process even just a little bit easier. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be this like crazy, like gate kept like knowledge thing. Like it's not, we're not doing rocket science. We're not doing brain surgery. Like, this shit is, everybody can learn it. And I think that's the thing with music, is it's a lot about practice. It's a lot about being willing to learn and listening to others, and then sharing knowledge and asking questions when you need to, you know what I mean? So yeah, look, like you guys got me starting off the stream getting sentimental. And I'm an emotional guy. So if you guys start saying this kind of shit, I'm gonna tell you how much I love this, because I really do. You know what I mean? I don't think I could do this if I didn't. And if you don't, and you're in the chat, maybe pick something else. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, shout out to the artist community as well, guys. If you haven't gone to check them out, make sure you do. And shout out to Tim, who's in the chat here, man. Like, Tim is a big part of why I'm even able to do this stuff in the first place. And I'll never forget, Tim was literally one of the first people to let me record at their crib. And that was like a big moment for me as well in the beginning. So shout out to Tim in the chat. Sean Matthews, why? Up next. All right? Let us know what you think. We're going to keep things moving. I like Sean, bro. I heard Sean for the first time today. This morning was the first time I heard Sean Matthews. And I'm glad that I found it. Shout out to Sean for sharing his music also in the comments. Because some artists just are so opposed to sharing their music in people's comments. But like, your comment made me a fan of your music today. You know what I mean? So I like your approach to melody, and I think your hooks are really strong. There was maybe certain aspects of the verses when I was listening earlier where I was like, I wish the story had continued into kind of each bar, but I think overall I really enjoyed the song. And this is no different. This one's Why. This is a different song that I've heard. But I like the approach to the songwriting. I like the approach to the melody a lot. Sean, where are you from, bro? Oh shit, you're at the Mean Girls National Broadway Tour, huh? That's sick. Chef Boyle Cook, I do need a stretch. And I'm also gonna take off my hoodie. Calm down. It's just a little hot, yeah. From Harrisburg, Philadelphia, and NY. That's sick. Yeah, there was like a line here or there in the song I listened to that I playlisted earlier where I was like, I don't know if that was like the right line, but melodically, hook-wise, I feel like you have a real strength for like creating those memorable moments in songs, and that's hard to do. So just keep that up, man. If you're with us on Instagram, we're live on Twitch and YouTube right now. Come through. Yeah, this one's really cool. I like this one a lot. Arguably like this one more than FaceTime. I did enjoy FaceTime because I just thought the writing was very tongue-in-cheek overall. Leno says, hitter. I actually think you do make quite good music just from the two things that I've heard so far. I've never heard Sunshine before, but apparently that's very popular. So maybe I need to go listen to that at some point as well. But between Y and FaceTime, I think I maybe liked Y more. I liked the writing on FaceTime because I did think it was just really fun. I think the hook kind of got me immediately. But if I had to pick between the two of which one I think I enjoy more, I think Y is definitely, it feels a little bit more polished, I think, from a songwriting perspective, and that's really cool. So just keep up the good work, man. This one came out last week. Any artist comps, like comparisons? I don't know. Like it, yes and no. Like it definitely reminds me of certain artists that I enjoy listening to, but at the same time, not so much that it's like, that's all I hear. You know what I mean? With some artists, it's like, sometimes that's all I hear is those comparisons. But with you, it's like, I don't know, like I've heard two of your songs and it feels like a very distinct sound from you, which is nice, even if it is like in a realm that is a popular sound. You know what I mean? So I think that's an important thing from you too. Oh my God, no, I hate Sunshine though. That's funny. I mean, that happens for a lot of artists. You put that first song out or you put a song out and it does well, you get tired of it. I've kind of like gotten into the space of like when we're releasing songs and artists will ask me like, what do you think is the single? Like, I don't know anymore. I think that's the thing is like, there's not a way to really know which one's going to be the one to like just go crazy. Like, even if you think it is, like you can make an educated guess and maybe be like, this feels like a single, this feels like a hit. But like at the end of the day, like once you put the music out, it doesn't really belong to you anymore, even though you want it to. It belongs to everybody else. And depending on how people react to it and how they listen to it, what they like about it, what they don't like about it, you can't really like know, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, but I do get it because it always feels like sometimes the songs where you're like, oh, I didn't really fuck with that one, but it did crazy, and then you kind of like, then you kind of like stuck being like, shit, I put out this song that did really well, but I hate it, and everybody likes it. So I definitely get that. It's a bit of a weird dichotomy to be stuck in between. Palmain, what's up, man? We got Leno up next. Of course you are. First fully self-produced song. I studied Party Next Door for a bit and came up with this. Ooh. I like Party Next Door. Thank you for the bits. I love bits.
Really hope that I could hit it with your friend next time.
Cheers. Make sure you're all staying hydrated.
Really hope I didn't.
Wait. Let me pause. I gotta take my hoodie off. It's too fucking hot. Hold on. I'm too warm. Oh, that's much better. Thank you. Of course, you are.
Great consistency is paying dividends.
Let us know what you think in the chat.
If we patch up, maybe we can make amends. I don't blame her, she just saying what it is. But who am I to come around?
I like this already, Leno. Leno's playlist on Instagram. I also really liked Digimon, so this is cool.
But who am I to come around? Oh.
This is your first time self-producing a song? Maybe if anything on this, right? Yeah, crazy. This is your first self-produced song. This just sounds unbelievable. Really, really great ideas, really great arrangement. Leveling on certain aspects of the production is maybe the only thing that I hear that could be a little bit tighter. I think that's it. It's just the mix on the production to me maybe feels like it needs a little bit of work still. But it's cool as fuck. That's what I was going to say. I wasn't sure if there was going to be anything that came in there. I do think you need to fill up a little bit of that space where it's just the sample. Even if it's background vocals or harmonies, you know what I mean? I would bring the vocals up a little bit. That hi-hat, that closed hi-hat is what feels really, really loud in the production. Good kick and synth low end would have made it go up, says Lou Salem. Valid, but still sheesh for your first beat, it's nuts. I would agree with that too. For one of the first self-produced songs, you're going crazy. Vocally, this sounds awesome. You know what I mean? I don't know that I feel like it needs much vocally. It's just leveling, I think, on the production to vocals, and then just some of those percussive elements maybe cut through a little too loud. way you should lean a little bit more into the melodic aspects of the production, I think. Really dope, though. Really, really great job. Definitely would listen to this. Definitely would playlist this. I think if you can get this mixed down, it's in a completely different place. You know what I mean? This shit's amazing, actually. I also feel like you're finding a sound here, which, you know, I think is important for especially self-produced artists. Vocal melodies and harmonies take me back to PND. The harmonies do. The vocal tone doesn't, which is really nice. Maybe make it shorter, says Kid Cisco. I mean, you know me. You guys know that I'm very pro shorter songs just because I think people's attention spans are bad. I think what you could do, Leno, if I was going to say, yeah, vocals do give me Brent vibes a little bit. And I like the fucking atmosphere as well. I agree with what you're saying. Like, the whole kind of feeling is very good. Fraser, what's going on, man? We are still taking submissions. If you want to submit, here are the instructions in the YouTube chat for you. Yeah, I like this one a lot. The feedback that I have is not the craziest feedback in the world. There's that one section in the middle, and maybe this goes back to the cutting down the length as well. You could maybe just cut the length of that like break where it's just the sample and the beat going and no vocal in there, and that probably would cut down the song by at least 15 seconds to get to 3:30. I think 3:30 is probably the upper limit of how long I like to make songs in general. So for me, if I was going to say anything, maybe cut out a little bit of that empty section, you know what I mean? Just to make it flow a little bit smoother. And then just be careful of the leveling, especially in the production, and making sure that maybe not the percussive elements were a little overpowering at times, especially that closed hi-hat sound. Probably the closed hi-hat sound more than anything, if I'm being real. So just think about those things. But really, really great job and really awesome job for first self-produced. That is very, very cool. Fraser said, awesome, I appreciate you. It's good to see you. Super fun for you to hear this new stuff. I'm excited to hear it too, man. I hope you've been well. What have you been working on? Let us know in the chat. Again, Leno's playlist on Instagram, if you're rocking with that one. We're going to do another paid skip, and then we'll do our first free random skip of the night. Again, if you are in the chat, if you want to guarantee you get played on stream today, the best thing you can do is do the paid skip queue. It's $5 for a regular skip, $10 for a super skip. Both of those will guarantee the song gets played on stream before the end of stream. But if you don't want to do that, submit your music anyway for free, and we'll do hopefully a full section of free skips later on, but if not, we'll at least do random ones every 5 paid skips, okay? This is NYC Shorty by Coke Carl. Been on a life hiatus for a year. Dropping this new track tomorrow. Hope you guys like it. I think that's fine. Honestly, if you're an artist, you've got to live life. Otherwise, what the fuck do you write about? So never feel like bad about needing to take breaks or just like live life, or you know what I mean? It's just what happens. It's part of the process. Hey man, you back on that 2000s R&B shit though. I do like this sound. Sorry, I had to whip out the soundboard for a second. This sounds good, man. I think this is the sweet, for me, this is your sweet spot. I say this every time you send a song over that feels like this. This is the motherfucking sweet spot. Coke Carl on Instagram. Let us know what you think in the chat. Top Ramen says this shit goes crazy. Lou Salem says this is gas. That's a fucking sick melody. Catchy. Love the harmonies, bro. Immediately catchy. Leno says this is absolutely tough. Ooh. This sounds really good, man. Tone on the vocal sounds great. Mix on the vocal sounds great. It sits in a really nice space inside of the production, too. That vocal stack right there, my favorite part. Kid Cisco says my favorite song so far. It's definitely very, very polished. Joe Rice says this is tough for real. It is good. It's very good. Dude, this is sick. When is this coming out? Tomorrow. All right, bro. You better put this in the release calendar right now. This is going in the New Music Friday playlist tomorrow, without a doubt. Wasim was cracking. Yes, come join the Discord. It's free. We'd love to have you. You guys can ask questions in there. We're going to do I think actually I'm about to announce another Discord-specific event next week. So make sure you guys keep your eyes open for that. Keep your eyes peeled for that. We're going to do another one of our Q&A series with my friend Tavar, who you may have seen in our interview series in the office with as well. But he runs the label 195 Oak. He's been at the Orchard and label partnerships for a while and artist partnerships for a while. So he's going to be a really, really great question for you guys to ask, or a really great person for you guys to ask questions to, especially related to distribution, especially related to label deals or distro deals. He's currently working with Reason, Kaz, Deontay Hitchcock. Like, he's really doing some great work. So I'm excited to bring him into the Discord next week. So if you guys are in the chat, make sure you join. That is going to be a Discord exclusive event where you guys can ask questions. So you basically will raise your hand. We'll bring you on the stage. You can ask your question. Boom. Okay? So come join. We're doing more of that stuff this year in the Discord. So make sure you guys tap in. Make sure you come be a part of the community. Our community playlist submissions are closed right now, but they'll open up again soon. Don't worry. So keep your eyes open for that as well. And then I'm also going through the music sharing channels a little bit more these days. Yeah, you can send on music sharing. I'm slowly going through the music sharing tab and making a new playlist that is specifically related to that tab on Discord as well. So again, we're just trying to create new opportunities for you guys for free, where you can submit music for free, and just finding more ways that we can support through content and playlists and stuff like that as well. So yes, you can on the music sharing, but also if you want to submit for some other content series, go follow us on Kayvan's House on Instagram. And there are some more opportunities for you there as well that are specific to applying or submitting on Instagram specifically. Two Eyes featuring Rozu, by Pomane up next. Thank you for listening and your time. I'm dropping this tomorrow. Very underground, a different genre from what you listen to. Genre is Step Team. Since when is that a genre? I was on Step Team for a little bit. Fun Kayvan lore. I did Step Team for like 1 year. I was not very good. Two Eyes. PAMANEEEE on Instagram. Am I saying that right? Is it Pomane or is it Pomane? Pamani? Let me know. I think for the most part I like this. There's maybe moments where the rhythms get really hard to kind of like get my head around. More in the production than the vocal. Paman. Okay, thank you. I'm glad that I'm saying that right now. Let us know what you think in the chat. Look, I have said this before. I struggle with more abstract production, rhythmically especially. So it is very different. Rhythmically, it's hard for me to get into the bounce of it, to get into the flow of it. So I think that's maybe if I wasn't to playlist this, that'd be why. I think it's a little bit hard for me specifically as a listener to kind of get into. I do think there is people who will really like this and gravitate towards it. Coming from classical, I say this all the time, I have a hard time with stuff that doesn't have a little bit more structure in it, especially rhythmically. So I've liked other Paman stuff, so I will say go check out Paman and listen to some of his other music. I don't know if Two Eyes specifically is for me, which is also fine. Not all music is. Sometimes songs are for different audiences, and I think that's also fine. But with that one, I think that's probably for me the tough part to get around, right? Is that kind of like abstract approach to the rhythmic elements. I really like to have like a little bit of structure rhythmically, and so I tend to struggle with anything like that. It doesn't matter what the genre is, doesn't matter who the artist is, just in general, that is something that I have a hard time with. A raw style banger for you, something completely different by Deviz up next. This feeling, I mean, I'm not mad. What do you mean, like completely different? Link of Nero is right here in the chat for you. You can submit in Link of Nero. And if you want to skip the queue, you can also do that in Link of Nero too. Oh, this is so Euro. I don't know. I guess you don't know this. Hey, if you're in the chat, let us know where you're watching from, too. I always forget to do this. But I guess you don't know this, Deviz. I'm from Europe originally, so... This is not something I've never heard before, is basically what I'm saying. I've definitely heard music like this, and I definitely enjoy music like this. Oh, yeah. A little hardstyle. Alright, this is real rave music. You gotta be outside to hear this for sure. This is like one of those things where you're like at a festival and it plays and you actually don't hear anything. You just feel the rumble of the sub as that sub is hitting extremely loud. It is of the genre, so I'm not gonna say anything about it not feeling right. It feels right for the genre. Yeah, I mean, I had a hardstyle phase, so I do enjoy this type of music, and I know that's like not expected of me, but I do really enjoy it. Deviz_DJ, DEVIZE_DJ on Instagram. Yeah, I'm not mad at this. Let us know what you think in the chat. I love a little hard style. I'm maybe not listening to it every day. Right time, right place, though. Oh man, it hits. Navny, what's up? We're live on Instagram and Twitch, YouTube and Twitch right now. Come hang out. They would love this in Germany and the Netherlands. And like Eastern Europe, I feel like would eat this up. You know what I mean? I will say this music is not for everyone. I weirdly do enjoy it a lot, though. Deviz_DJ on Instagram. That was this feeling. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say to you guys other than for some reason I can't not enjoy music like that. It makes no sense. I still don't really get it myself, but it hits for me, man. It does. What I like to see, Vanille up next. Kicks off 2025 with what I like to see, a track that seamlessly blends melody and lyricism, showcasing his range as an artist. Moving effortlessly between raw emotion and smooth delivery, Vanille proves that true artistry isn't confined to one style, but is mastered across many. Okay, look, this is, yeah, we always dabble in all types of genres, man. I love that about this. Okay, I'm gonna give you some pitch advice right now because I read a lot of pitches. This says nothing to me about what the song is about or what to expect from the artist or who to what kind of sound to expect. So what I would suggest doing, right? Like, I think there's a lot of like fluff, like adjective words that people tend to put into pitches. I don't read them like that because of this. Like, if I'm being real, like when publicists send me shit, like I kind of like it when people just get to the point and are like, yo, like this artist, is from this background. And like, if he was like, in a pitch of mine, I'd be like, oh, this artist is, Ghanaian American and is the child of two immigrants, is from Virginia or lives in Virginia and makes alternative hip hop music, et cetera, et cetera. Like, be more descriptive instead of vaguely descriptive, right? A lot of people will try and like fill it with like adjective fluff that you think people want to hear, but quite honestly, if you just get to the point and tell me what to expect from the artist, I'm way more going to appreciate a pitch that looks like that. That's like, this artist is from this region. They're inspired by these kinds of artists. If you like these kinds of artists, then you should like this artist as well. I just think that that's a way more effective way to pitch things than being like, every track blends melody and lyricism, if we're being honest. You know what I mean? Moving effortlessly between raw emotion and smooth delivery. Yeah, like I kind of would expect that from an emotional song in general. And then proving that artistry isn't confined to one style but is mastered across many. Like, yeah, I guess, but everyone kind of says that. So like in that vein, like what styles do you blend and why do you blend those styles? Like Vanille, blends like hyperpop with a smooth R&B tone delivery. You know what I mean? It's just be descriptive in a way that is intentional and direct, as opposed to just kind of being vague on it. And if you want to submit, we do everything through Nero. So if you just follow this link in the chat, that's going to tell you exactly where you need to submit your music. Okay, but all of that to say, there's nothing wrong with this. You're doing the right thing by pitching it in the first place and writing a little elevator pitch. But what, just as a tip, like when you are thinking about pitching, try to be more intentional with what exactly you're saying, because you only have so much time to grab someone's attention. And if it's all fluff, then, you know, it's just the same as writing. You know what I mean? If you're going to be writing a song, if it's a lot of fluff, you're going to be like, what the fuck? I don't want to read this. Fraser, don't even worry about it, man. Yeah, I do pitches every week, all week. That's why I'm always like, if you guys have questions, feel free to ask me questions. I'm happy to answer them in the chat. So like for this artist, even right here, right? Vanille's out of Clayton County, Georgia. He grew up in the children's choir and marching band, so he takes influence from those things. Highly like honestly, his bio is a better pitch. I would have rather had his bio pitched to me, because I think that tells me more about who he is as an artist as well. And then on this song, if it's for anything that's like for contemporary R&B or alternative R&B, if you like artists like fucking Raheem, you know what I mean? Then you'll like Vanille, that type of shit. I do like this for what it's worth, though. Just separately, if we're talking about the music, outside of the pitch itself, I actually like the song. Would I have made it to the song just off the description of the pitch? Maybe not. Vanille underscore or Vanille? Vanille. I think it's gotta be Vanille, right? Bro's been in Harper's Bazaar, Japan. That is crazy. That's a crazy flex right there to have been on the Harper's Bazaar Japan cover. I actually like the song. Yeah, like I don't really have too much feedback about the song. I guess a part of me wants the vocals to be a touch louder. Like they do kind of feel like they sit just below that sub. Maybe a little bit too much, and I would love to hear a little bit more volume, a little bit more of that vocal cut through, but that's it. I actually think it's really solid otherwise. Very chill, very easy to listen to. If you like D. Gotti, you'd probably like this artist. But that's probably how I'd pitch it too. You know what I mean? It's like, when I'm pitching things, I try to think about artists that people are like listening to actively. So like, you know, I would probably do something like this, where I'd go to like R&B or like one of the big, not R&B because that's French, but R&B playlists, right, on Spotify. Give me a Casey and JoJo Who, yeah. I don't know if I can do that right now. I probably go to chilled R&B, right? And then if you like Chase Shakur, Raheem, or like, I don't know that it, maybe KWN, K1, maybe K1. That's probably who I would use in my pitch, or like Jack James, you know what I mean? Like, I would just like be very intentional in looking at artists that people are supporting in editorial playlists and using their names in the pitch as a way to give something familiar that people will go back to, especially if you feel like the sound is in the same space. You know what I mean? Or if you are a fan of this artist, you'll be a fan of this artist. I much prefer to do that in a pitch because it always hooks me in to be like, oh, well, I do really fuck with that artist. So if I like that artist, maybe I will really like this one. Heal My Scars, Unreleased by Fraser up next. Unreleased record that will be coming out in an EP of similar records soon. All right, cool. And thank you, Bedrooms. I have no idea how long I've been a partner for. I think it's 2 years. Hey, man, look, I'm going to give you guys free game every single time. Well, some motherfuckers will charge the shit out of you for this stuff. I am not tripping. I would much rather give you the information I have. The night you left, I wish. Let us know what you think in the chat. Don't squash your vocals too much. They feel a little squashed in the mix. But then the piano sounds so full. You know what I mean? It's almost like the piano kind of outshines the vocal. You always want your vocal to be the thing that shines in the mix. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, I could never do that to people. You know how much money it takes to make music in the first place? Charge you $50 for a regular skip? Fuck that shit, man. I'm not about that. Sorry. sure, like if that's your whole thing, whatever, but like I just can't wrap my head around it. I got a job. I do this for fun. You know what I mean? I do like this. This is a very solid pop ballad. What? I mean, I have thoughts on this, because the thing I don't understand is why people keep spending that much money to go do it there when it doesn't do that much for return on investment. And they're getting very vague feedback. That's all. No, I'm not feeling. He says good writing. I would agree. This is a well-written song. I like the little details too, like that form and shift right there. Right, exactly, bro. Exactly. But like, oh no, that was garbage. That's trash. That's trash. F's in the chat. I would never do that, man. Whatever. We stick to the mission. Fraser, where are you from, bro? Seattle to Scottsdale. I think I've asked you this before. Yeah, I mean it is, and that's what it is. That's a lot of music. The music industry is a lot of people making money off of artists, bro. And I just feel like I don't want to do that. That's not why I do this.
The sun will set here, darling, and now look to the stars, wondering where you.
I like this section right here. This is a really nice breakdown. I do hope it kind of builds into a big drop, though.
The sun will set here, darling.
Yeah, the strings is a very nice touch. Come on, I agree with that too, man. I fuck with Internet Money. They're good people. Bedrooms, you're not wrong, man. When do we eat, brother? Brother, I do feel you. It's a double-edged sword, though. I'll talk about it for a second. Hold on. All right, here's my thing. One, this sounded amazing. I really don't have much feedback. Just don't over compress and don't squash your vocals. That's one thing. You've got a really nice voice. Open it up a little bit and make sure that we can get kind of the depth of that vocal tone as well. I feel like that's the only real thing that stood out to me in this one as being something that you could improve on. Outside of that, the writing was really strong. I liked the arrangement of the production too. It built in a really nice way. It wasn't just like some flat ballad. Sometimes ballads can be a little boring because they don't move, right? You always had movement, and I think that was a really, really good thing. So overall, very, very positive feedback from me. Make sure you submit it for the playlist when you are dropping, because I think it'll probably make it. The Alex Fraser 2 R's on Instagram. And all right, back to what Bedroom said. Labels, A&R, streamers all want to make money off the artist. Yes, it is a double-edged sword, though, because artists want a lot of shit without giving up money in the first place, which I understand from a creative standpoint. So for creatives, I'm not so mad when they're like, hey, I want to get paid, because I get it. You know what I mean? Streaming doesn't pay well. Artists aren't always paying the people they collaborate with well, or looking after them or thinking about them. And a lot of people put a lot of work into building artists, right? So I think it is a bit of a double-edged sword on that front. The other thing I will say, too, is a lot of artists want money and budgets to work with, but don't necessarily think about the fact that on the other side, it's an investment and a business still. So for people on the other side, we have to think about recouping and making the money that we spend back. It's not like an unlimited fund where we can just throw money at things and then be like, all right, cool. If it doesn't work, cool. You know what I mean? So I think you just have to understand more than anything, like the shit is a business. But what I will also say is about all these people who want to make money off of artists, that is where I kind of don't feel as good about it. And, you know, I do talk to a lot of like curators and people like that, and I can be very understanding of it if that is their entire business and how they make their living is off of that. But I also don't necessarily think that that is the best way for us to do this. And for me, I'm super down to like just do shit and support shit because I like it. But I also have a job that allows me to live my life the way that I want and do things the way that I want with my own stuff, right? So if this ever became my only source of income, maybe I would have to switch up the way that I do things, but it's because I have a wife and like rent to pay and all these things. You know what I mean? Like still a human being on this side of things. So that's maybe the only thing that I would say. I've ran into a lot of artists willing to cut a check for a feature producer. Yeah, I agree with that too. There are a lot of people who do it that way, and I think that's the way we should keep pushing the narrative of the music industry, is to do good and fair business and ethical and just to move in a moral way. You know what I mean? But a lot of people won't do that also. There's a lot of people who don't give a shit and will just be like, nah. And yeah, labels want an ROI. That's because they have to. You know what I mean? There's like a board of directors and investors and like all this shit that they have to like appease to as well. Like it, you know, the capitalism is just shit in general, and I think that's maybe the thing that this is at the end of, is like people at the top want to keep putting money in their pockets. Everybody underneath them is just gonna have to like deal with it, you know what I mean, and be a part of the system and figure out how to make themselves valuable inside of it as well. Yeah, that's the thing too, and that was why I wanted to make feedback so big a part of this, is because yeah, if you guys are gonna like pay to like get skipped and definitely get paid, like I want to make sure we're not wasting money or just taking money for you for no reason. Like the goal is to just be able to actually give feedback, you know what I'm saying? Fraser, of course, man, keep making great music, keep making ballads. It's nice to hear people making ballads, but yeah, I do think there is a lot of like really exploitative people out there as well, and you just have to be really careful about who you kind of like look to for support. Or also just being aware of like what you're looking for, you know what I mean? Like paying for like a OGM post, like $250 or whatever, and just being in a roundup isn't going to give you much in return. Like it might look good, you might be able to use it for vanity play, but is it going to bring you streams? Probably not, you know what I mean? So I think it's being aware of what you are spending money on as well, and whether or not you actually feel like that is beneficial to you and will help you get a return on your investment. So I'm getting off my soapbox now. London Pound Cake, Mundane, love this artist. Waylay, submit using the Nero link, please. If you're going to submit, don't put it in the chat. I won't see it in the chat. Use this link. Hey, I had a really good phone call with Mundane the other day. I'm glad we got to like chop it up like that, man. Far from Mundane on Instagram, out of Virginia also. I don't know if I'm crazy about this piano sound in the beat. I like everything else about this except for the piano and the beat. I don't know that that's hitting for me. Let us know what you think in the chat. I had to go get to the money instead. I was up in that kitchen, I was handling business, but I knew there was plenty more ways to get bread at the top of the tower. It's lonely indeed, but I'd rather get paid than go make a few frames. But fuck, if I'm 50, I'll fucking outfit you up, serving the city down just to get famous. I'm in a different mode like I drank drug and auction. Honestly, the rapping is very on point though. I'm enjoying this. I thought it was across the board, but it's not that they weren't punching through, Fraser. It was just more that they felt maybe like a little squashed EQ wise or compression wise, and that's more so what I mean. I really do enjoy Mundane's voice though, and his approach to rapping. Like there's something really satisfying about his vocals on every song that he sends in. Yeah, I just don't know if this beat's the one for me personally. It's just that piano sound. I'm a little bit of a stickler though on piano sounds feeling like a real piano too, so it's just, bro, it's just that piano for me. That's the only thing that I don't love about this one. And I still kind of like it, if I'm being honest. Even with this piano sample being the thing that maybe catches my ear in a way that I don't love, I still kind of like the song. I don't know, man. He's going in bars delivery-wise, though. That's how I felt about everything Mundane sent in. You don't know this because if you haven't listened to him, but he also does like very, very cool like R&B shit too. So yeah, like I think, you know, for me, if I'm being real, there is things I really like about it vocally, production-wise. That's not my favorite beat that I've heard you on. That's it. That's all there is to it. Like I maybe would, I maybe wouldn't. Like it just kind of depends on the day, and you know, I think if the piano stayed the way that it was, maybe I wouldn't playlist that one. If the piano had a slight change to the sound tonally, sonically than what it was, maybe I would. If it was a different sound altogether and not a piano, maybe I would. But it is a bit of a goofy piano. Like I don't know what it is. The piano just like caught me and was like, nah. Like that one didn't hit for me there. Where the Fuck My Phone by Top Ramen up next. This is a demo I wanted to hear other opinions on. So not final, but almost done. Let us know what you think in the chat. We're okay with unfinished work in here.
Call that motherfucker right now, dog. Fuck trying to conversate.
Oh.
Who the fuck trying to conversate?
Top Ramen.
Who the fuck trying to conversate?
I kind of like this idea already.
Who the fuck trying to
Yeah, definitely go check out more Mundane music, bro. Dude is actually fire. Far from Mundane on Instagram.
Cause right now I'm in my mind to stay. What's the bullshit you trying to say? Cause I ain't really got time today. Man, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to concentrate. I'm doing this.
I do feel like the vocal mix has too much low mid in this one. It's kind of muddying up the punchiness of the delivery, which I think is something you don't really want to lose.
feelings, do we accommodate none? Do hit me up for a feature, man, I don't need you. Fuck what you thinking, bruh. Don't let me
I like the delivery overall, though, like just the animation behind the way you're getting the vocals out is really nice.
What? Where the fuck my phone?
Bro, I can't complain. I've been busy, but everything is good, Fraser, honestly. These are all good problems. Working on hopefully a couple pretty big deals on the World Store side right now, so we'll see what happens. 66 Detains, what's up? Welcome back. Alita, welcome back to the chat. If you want to submit, guys, we have changed things up a little bit. We do everything through Nero now, so make sure you submit in there. And if you want to skip the queue, don't subscribe. It's more expensive, okay? Do it through Nero. It's cheaper. This is really cool. There's a lot of things I like about this. The one thing that I think you need to work on a little bit is this vocal mix to make it punch through a little bit more in the production than it does. Steve says, I like this a lot. His voice and delivery is dope. It's really cool. For me, it's just the vocal mix having a little bit too low mid, too much low mid on it. It muddies it up a little bit. Beat sounds like something that Mississippi Pimp would ride to. I'm definitely messing with it. Love a little chanted vocal. Your favorite noodle-based rapper is crazy. Okay, we fucking... Alright, bro. I'm putting the pieces together. We met in person. I remember meeting you now. We met at Digilog. I was like, this dude looks kind of familiar, but where the fuck did I meet him? You look different with the sunglasses and the beard on. Good to see you again. I like this a lot. Like I said, only thing to think about here is just making sure these vocals punch through in the mix a little bit more than they do. How many noodle-based rappers are there? I'm curious now. I'm sure there's a few. He's our favorite one, though. We're going to spin the wheel again. Let's see who we get. Yeah, you can send music videos. You can send whatever you want. You can send content pieces if you want. Just make sure you submit in Nero. We got Assumptions by Tariq up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. This is our second free skip of the evening. We'll have more, don't worry. 5 more paid skips after this, and we'll do another free skip. This is Assumption. Let us know what you think in the chat.
Why you think it's so easy to be?
Eric Cisco. Killed it on the production, bro. Loved it. I've killed all the other noodle-based rappers as Top Ramen. Oh, no. Who are some of the other ones? Who would they be? I love Kid Cisco, bro. Eric Cisco makes great music. Is Tarek English? Latest mix of the song. Don't think it needs more layers as I feel the production is a lot, but interested in other thoughts before I close off the project. Alright, let us know what you think in the chat, guys. Oh yeah, he is from the UK. I don't know why I've never put that together before. Tarek Music on Instagram. Alright, we've listened to a lot of Tarek's music over the last like 4 or 5 years. It does feel more polished from a mixed perspective than it ever has before, which is great. Lou, don't even worry about it, bro. I had chiropractor this morning, so I'm a Thursday medical appointments guy as well, bro. I get it. I fully get it. Sometimes it's the easiest day of the week to do them. You gotta get them in, bro. Health is wealth. Lil Maruchan is a different one. Is that a thing? I like this. This is one of the Tarek songs I've enjoyed the most. Oh, bro, yeah, just the teeth cleaning. The motherfuckers hurt sometimes, bro. Oh, you had the wisdom teeth out? I gotta do that soon. They're just in there still. Crowding up my mouth, bro. I need to get the motherfuckers out. Tarek, I love that you're embracing your accent on this song. I feel like I've heard you hide it more than embrace it in the past, and it feels really nice to hear you embrace it this way. I mean, my thoughts maybe revolve more about more variation in the, if your song didn't work on Nero, it's because you're using Apple Music, Google Drive, or BandLab don't use any of those 3 and it'll work, I promise. You can't send it on Discord for the stream. You can send it on Discord for other stuff, but not for the stream. Damn, that sucks, bro. Okay, so on this one, I will say the only thing that I really hear on this that I think could improve, and maybe it's just something to work on, Tarek, especially if you self-produce this, is just a little bit more movement in the actual arrangement of the production. I actually liked this song. I do feel like this song, in comparison to some of the other songs that we've heard, feels a little bit more polished. It feels like a sound is developing from you as an artist as well. So I'd love to hear you make more in this space. But I think the biggest feedback that I would have is probably on the arrangement of the production, and maybe just adding a little bit more movement and thinking about that when you are producing, especially if you are doing it for yourself. Devil in Disguise, Dr. Blackout up next. A new gen pop punk song I wrote a while back. Wanted to send this in, show the versatility compared to other sound I have right now. Not as good a mix though. That's fine. WeTransfer link does not work because I'm not about to download whatever you send me on WeTransfer. This is my work computer as well, so like I'm not trying to get some sort of like crazy disease that kills my shit. So if you could not do that and maybe put it on, like, if you put it on Dropbox, I can play it inside of Dropbox. If you put it on Box, I can play it inside of Box. If you put it on fucking YouTube with a private link, I can do that. Either way is fine, okay? Wish there were more elements in the song, more vocal stacking, harmonies, and just variation to not make me feel samey. That's probably the thing that I would think about too, just overall, is just like variation across the board. Like, that's what's going to keep people in and keep them kind of like interested as you move through a song. So just think about that kind of stuff. Shake It, Dr. Blackout up next. I've playlisted 2 of his songs so far. One made it into our content piece today for the songs we found in the comments. And one actually may have made it into the same thing on Tuesday as well. Oh, what was the song that we were supposed to play? What was the song? What was the song? Tell me the song in the chat right now, and I'll just play it. Is it this one? Whoa, that's country. Devil in Disguise? Okay, hold on. Where is that? Found you. Nope, submit. Not Nero, sorry. Alright, I'm gonna be real. I don't always love when people do pop punk songs that aren't very authentically pop punk. That's just the thing with me. I like the vocal. I do not love the production. I mean, this is maybe the same feedback that I've given you in the past, right? The timing aspect. On something like this, the timing is even more important, I think, right? To me, the production doesn't really do it for me, but I'm a big pop punk fan, so I can be very picky about that in general and what I like, right? It does that sometimes. Yeah, that sounds right. that sounds like something that happens all the time, in fact. No, I'm dead. So, yeah, look. I think the tough part with, in general, anybody who's trying to make pop punk music but is not a big pop punk listener, and I mean like really like has listened to a lot of it, it's the authenticity aspect, which maybe sometimes doesn't really fully come across. So though I do like the idea and the versatility, which I think is an important thing for artists, I maybe do feel like in this case, it's not necessarily my favorite pop punk production, and for that reason, I probably wouldn't listen to it on that. You know what I mean? Just literally because the production doesn't hit for me in a more pop punk kind of like direction. So yeah, that's maybe it. Like, it's just the song itself. I feel like if you had the right, like if you had a band who was playing that behind you, right, and they kind of helped you write it and track it out, I feel like it would maybe be a little bit different. Sorry, you just got back from the ad. Okay, basically my thing is like I don't love the production on this one. I feel like you did a good job on the vocal part, but the timing is really important, I think, on pop punk music as well. Like there is no loose timing of delivery, I think, in like more rock leaning stuff in general. So that's probably the biggest thing that I would say is just like Yeah, the production of this one wasn't really like my favorite pop punk production. Yeah, and that makes sense because honestly, like for a lot of the YouTube type beat kids as well, like when they make the pop punk stuff, it's not really like, it's hard when it's not actual instrumentation and it's like a little bit more MIDI. You know what I mean? I was gonna say, yeah, if you work with a band, it's gonna feel different by nature. Dr. Blackout with 2 T's. And yeah, I would definitely suggest you do that. Like, or even if you're in the studio with a guitarist and a producer, I think that's different. It's just kind of like there are certain elements I think of pop punk that if you don't get right, it just doesn't sound right. And that's like a thing for me because I actually like love a lot of pop punk music, and I think there are very specific bands that I listen to that do the things that I like extremely well. And so then it's hard to listen to anything else where like those kinds of like, it's the mix elements, it's the production elements, it's these little details that you would hear in like really authentic pop punk music that's hard to leave out when people try and like step into it. So that's why I always try and tell people, if you're going to do it, like just make sure you reference like a lot of pop punk music and really look at what's happening in the genre, what has happened in the genre, so you can kind of take notes from it. I do think references are important, especially if you're going to be stepping into different genres, because it just makes your life easier to understand what should be there and how it should sound. You know what I mean? And that's not to say you can't like break boundaries or whatnot, but I think at the same time, if you are trying to appeal to a certain fan base in a certain area, you have to do that, you know what I mean? And try and appeal to people by making stuff that feels like it fits in the space. And that's, unfortunately, I just think the way that people listen. Special, Tally Free up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. This one's by Wasim. Oh, hello, Wasim. Yeah, non-programmed drums are better. There's just something different. Oh, you French? Bonjour. Bonsoir. Bienvenue. À chez moi. Bonsoir. Mon frère. I don't know if you know that I fucking love French rap, so if you didn't know, welcome. Oh no, you've been here before. We've listened to you before. Welcome back, Wasim. WXSS.26 on Instagram. Je voudrais 2 croissants, s'il vous plaît. Une pour moi et une pour mon mari. Or my femme. Sorry, I'm still learning. I'm on my Duolingo shit for French. I'm not too Did I have it right? Ma mari, but she's ma femme. Is okay? I said it right the first time. I wasn't sure. I thought mari was husband. This is tough, bro. I like this a lot. I haven't. Yeah. No, I think ma femme is his wife. Mine is too, bro. I don't speak proper French either. I'm learning. This is tight. I've not heard a lot of French music like this. I'm gonna DMCA myself to share a French artist with you, though, Wasim, who I think you'll like as well. I understand it better than I speak it too, bro. Eno Casablanca, if you've not heard of him, super fire. I actually don't have much feedback on this. This shit is tough. Bro, I love Turnstile. You don't understand. I've become one of the biggest Turnstile fans in a matter of like a month and a half. I had never listened to them before Never Enough came out. Never Enough came out, I dived headfirst into the entire discography, and I've not been able to stop listening to them. Soprano, I used to love MC Solar. That was how I got into French rap. I was like on a trip to France. MC Solar came on the radio. I thought the shit was so fire. I didn't even know French people had rap music like that. And then ever since then, I've like just kind of kept up over the years. Wasim, that was really tough, bro. I don't really have too much feedback. I enjoyed that a lot. The best French artist is Sunny Rave. I don't know if I've listened to Sunny Rave, but this, Parapluie, which means umbrella.
The new couch? You might think
by Eno Casablanca. I just saw this the other day. Bro, I'm so jealous that you've seen them, and I'm jealous of everybody who's been a fan of Turnstile for over 10 years, because I can't believe that I am just now becoming a fan. This dude's tough. I just found this. I was literally just scrolling YouTube the other day, and I found this. Isn't this tough, bro? Drums are crazy. Whole album is unbelievable. I listened to his whole album the other day. He also kind of looks like Kai Havertz in a weird way. But whole album, very good. Highly recommend. He's not a particularly big artist yet. Definitely worth listening to. This type beat, Bouillon. It's tough, man. I like this. The video is also beautiful too. Selfish Pursuits, if you want to submit, just make sure you hit exclamation mark submit in the chat. Dude, that's what I love about music discovery. Like, just finding shit is so much fun. There was another dude that I randomly stumbled upon the other day who I also just like... I was just like, some days I'll just get on YouTube, right? And I'll just kind of like go down a hole and find new music just that is recommended to me just cause. But this fucking video... hold on, let me find it. Frank Medley, Scores. So I didn't know who Frank Medley was. I don't think a lot of people know who Frank Medley is. He's still like pretty under the radar. But he did this flip of this classic UK grime video. And oh my god, this beat, bro. I found this and fell in love with it. I was just like, this is so crazy, bro. Shout out to Frank Medley. Very unknown. So he's only got 546 Instagram followers. What the fuck? It's on Spotify. I saved it as soon as I found it. I haven't listened to Alpha yet. It's so good. I like this a lot, bro. This one was like... It's so good. The original video is actually Lioness and Queenie, Femc's practice hour. But goddamn, bro. I couldn't turn this off when I put it on the other day. It just, I had to listen to the whole thing. Nels MB, what's good? It is hard, man. Frank Medley. If you want to go check him out, it's Frank Medley Music on Instagram. It seems as though he's like from the UK. He's doing flips of these classic UK grime videos. And like, this is the type of shit that I used to watch when I was on fucking YouTube when I was a kid, right? Was like these UK grime, like they're on the street. This is what it sounds like initially. These are like the roots of UK hip hop. I actually kind of hope that the UK brings this type of shit back. Not necessarily the beat choices, but like this style of content and video, like real grime, like music video shit. I miss JME too. I wish that we could get music videos like this from UK artists. If there's any UK artists in the chat who are making hip hop, please go back to making these videos. This fucking digital camera ass video in the park with your friends, making with good music. Like, I need more of that. Skepta was a pioneer of it. Honestly, like Dizzy Rascal, Chip, like all those guys, like that's what I grew up listening to. So yeah, I'm from the UK originally, for anybody who doesn't know. If you guys are in the chat, let us know where you're watching from. That was WXSS.26 that we listened to before. We've got Special by Tally, or sorry, we've got Detains. I got Hundreds up next. Maybe one more after that, and then we will do a free skip. Sick video already. I got Hundreds, directed by Scoop Visuals. Great job on the effects work here. I think this is all like 3D, like Blender shit in the beginning. This is tough. Let us know what you think in the chat. Yo, Chop says, damn, what the fuck? If you want to submit your music, it is free to submit. We do have a paid skip queue if you want to guarantee you get played on stream today, just for everybody new in the chat. It's kind of tough, bro. Those are some crazy boots. Bro, looks like that that monster that Luke Skywalker fights. And I think in Return of the Jedi when he's on Hoth, the ice planet. Sorry, that's so fucking nerdy. Oh my god, why did I say that? This is tough. When does this song come out? This is definitely something that I like guilty pleasure I'm listening to like loud as fuck in the car. And where is this artist from too? Wampa Thumpers, man. Thank you for being on the same page as me. Yes. That's exactly what I'm talking about. This is out? Alright. I'm finna go find this song and save it on Spotify as well, but the video looks incredible, bro. Great job. How did you do this video? Is this you? What is your... Oh yeah, this is you. You're Detains, right? Fire. Where are you from? From Alabama? What part? That's just mad catchy, bro. North Alabama. I used to go play... This is random as fuck, but I used to play rugby when I was in college. We used to go to University of North Alabama, specifically to go play soccer against them. And one time, when we were driving from Nashville, where I used to live in Nashville, I remembered the whole way. Like, I don't know how. This is like one of the craziest things I've ever done in my life. We were in the car, and we had, like, the phone died. We were all lost. We were like, how the fuck do we get that? And I just was like, I know the way. And I like, we were probably like still like an hour out from the school, bro. And I was like, this is it. This is the direction that we go. So yeah, that's my North Alabama story. But this is tough. We actually work with GMF Fat Boy as well on the World Star side. He's also from Alabama. So shout out to Alabama, and you guys got some cool music down there. Solid melodies, hits the notes just enough, which makes it work. Do wish the hook wasn't as repetitive, but this works on a lot of levels. I'm not mad at the repetitiveness of the hook because it's a pretty short song. And that's like a big thing for me. If the hook is repetitive, but the song is not super long, it doesn't really feel as bad. Alabama does got a lot of hidden talent, man. I'm pretty hyped about this GMF Fat Boy shit we're working on right now. Especially if I can get him to do the content thing that we've been talking about. There's like a content idea that I have that I just think will be absolutely insane if we can get him to do it. Go check out his project, Like I've Been Here Too. Detains on Instagram. Make sure you send me shit, bro. Like, if you got stuff that's coming out, put it in the playlist submissions. Submit it in my comments on Instagram as well. I do a lot of stuff. Like, we make a lot of playlists. The goal here is to just keep sharing stuff. And, you know, now that I've heard one thing and enjoyed it, the odds of me hearing more and enjoying more are pretty high. I'm not going to lie to you. So just take advantage, right? Staring at the Sun. Bedrooms up next. Thanks for doing what you do. Thank you for doing what you do. You don't have to thank me at all. I love this. This is literally my job. Staring at the Sun. Bedrooms. I wouldn't have this job without you guys. So I thank you for what you do.
Some things will never change.
This one's out of Georgia. Bedrooms, I like your music, bro. I was thinking this yesterday. I was like, you know what? I fuck with Bedrooms. You submitted for something else and I was listening to it and I was like, yeah, I like this guy.
Some things will never change.
I kind of, like, this is weird, but I do kind of want you to lean more into, like, this kind of, like, R&B soul kind of vibe that I'm hearing on this song. There's like these little elements of like neo soul that you're kind of pulling in that I love, and I would love to hear more from you, I think, across the board. I like this a lot, man. Let us know what you think in the chat, but this is really cool. This is definitely like I'm in the car, I'm singing this kind of vibes, you know? If this comes on the shuffle, I'm singing on top of it. I'm probably doing some runs just for fun. I'm definitely singing along with it. Repetitive hooks are a very conflicting thing for me. I feel like the artist has to win me over with other elements of the song for me to really get into. I would agree with that too. I think it's a fine line between being repetitive in a way that's positive and being repetitive in a way that pushes people away and makes them be like, oh, that was boring, I didn't enjoy it. I always think that Thug does it really well too, where the hooks are very defined, but in the verses there's so much variation that you never really get bored. You know what I mean? And I think that's the thing. But it's the same thing that you're saying. It's the other elements on the song that have to really keep me in it. But I do think, like, man, I'm not mad at a repetitive hook, because sometimes it will just stick in your head and you cannot get it out there. Loved whatever started to play next. That was also Bedrooms. So make sure you go follow Bedrooms Music on Instagram. You should go listen to their other music as well. Definitely some really, really cool songs in the discography so far. And if you liked that one, that was another song of theirs, okay? Next up, we've got Pullin' Tanks, Lou Salem, and then we're going to do another free skip after this, okay? Pullin' Tanks' secret track on Run With It EP. I've been including more lo-fi rap-focused tracks that have a 90s-era radio freestyle feel, handheld mic, tough beats. Oh, that's cool.
This is crazy out here, man.
The low end is maybe a bit loud in this one. Off rip, that's the first thing I kind of hear.
Yeah.
Lou Salem on Instagram.
Last week, now we free. How we get out of that? Walking around with Bree on his breath. How is he not a rat? We know they moving packs. If he's Sammy, is you Sinatra? You ain't smoking out. How you
I really like this, but I do feel like the sub is maybe just a bit heavy in this mix.
Mission impossible. Once you mark it, get rid of the tag. It's just as simple as that. Can't outrun the man. Hunt's gotta sit with the
I low-key would have loved to hear this without even that element in there at all. Like, no sub, low end, just the sample, you rapping.
Old heads faking news. Did we ever really have a shot at success? Or would the bullets blank? What's the cost of pulling rank?
I don't know that the sub is doing anything for me that your vocal isn't doing and the samples isn't doing.
Could have went far for the songs that I should have made. I feel like Sugar Ray and no mas. Niggas don't want smoke anymore. No more. No more.
Yeah, I don't know. If this is not out yet, bro, I would maybe just run this through really quick and see if you can cut off that low end entirely and see how it sounds with just the sample in your vocal. It's not super long, so part of me just feels like you could carry this with... He's absolutely spitting. The sub is distracting. Bro's at a medical procedure right now, so he's at a teeth cleaning. Yeah, that's all. It's easy to get lost in the sub, that's all. But the vocal's so good and the raps are so good, that's why I'm like, yo, just cut the sub entirely.
Undeserving of this life, but I accept. I find the steps to climb the depths, ignite the breast, deep breath, unclenched teeth, decompress, reap the rest to death, to sleep.
It is cool though. Like there is something I do like about it at the same time. It's just like too loud. I feel like excuse me. I'm sorry. It's been a long day today. I'm tired. I didn't have a coffee today. I don't know why. I had coffee the last couple of days. Yeah, I just feel like, all right, on this one, if you want to keep the sub, turn the sub down a little bit. It is overpowering the vocal just a touch. It is easy to get lost in, I think, as a listener. I do like it, so that's why I'm like, maybe you don't have to get rid of it entirely. But at the same time, I do think it's an experiment worth testing. To do, yeah, Steve-O, I was literally about to say the same thing. To cut the sub and maybe just to put a drum break in there. You know what I mean? Put a little drum break in there with a good groove, and I think it would probably get the point across a little bit more. There is something I like about the heavy aspect of the sub, but at the same time, it is a little overpowering. So I feel like if you could get the balance there, I think it's fine. If you can't get the balance there, then I would try either doing a drum break that's just a little bit more simple that allows the vocal to really shine, or fully pulling that low end off and just letting the sample and the vocal carry like you would hear from a mic or someone like that. You know what I mean? So I liked it, but I think the sub is really the only thing that I hear. And whenever you see this, you know, do what you will. It's your music. But that's the only thing that I hear where I'm like, if there's anything that could improve for me, it's just how overpowering the sub was in that moment. We got South Lamar with Chop up next, another free skip. Thank you for listening. Just dropped last night. I'm planning on putting it on all platforms, so let me know what you think. All right, South Lamar by Chop. Let us know what you think, y'all. You can also send one. Or if you want to put it in the chat, put it in the chat right now. If you can be real quick with it, I'll play the other one. If you can put it in the chat right now, I'll play the video. Look, that was fast. That was so fast. That was so quick, bro. All right, look. You get my respect for being so on top of that. You could not have done that quicker. I appreciate that. This is Chasing a Dream by Chop. Holy shit. He had that ready to go. He had that in the clipboard. Pamon edited this video too. Good job on the edit, bro. Pretty solid.
Better view, better gaze distractions. Yeah, I've been away.
Chop, where you from?
Been away for too long.
Guys, I'm so fucking tired. What the fuck?
Songs writing got me feeling getting too strong. And they say friends is another enemy. Long day.
One thing I'll say is like it's maybe slightly pitchy at times, so don't be afraid to use the tune the vocals. Especially in the R&B space, everyone's doing that. Austin, Texas. I had a great time in Austin for South by when I went a couple years ago. So I stayed in the wrong part of town apparently. My Uber driver was scared to pick me up.
No distractions and you might be.
I like the vibe of this. I like the tone of your vocal. The tuning needs a little bit of work, but I think this is a really, really solid effort. Video looks good, Palman. Good job on the edit.
When I'm by myself and I really space to lay on the shelf. They get irritated, I'm not myself, but I've been.
I like the delivery on this as well. I mean, it's just, you know, how many songs have you released? Like, it feels like you're still pretty early in this. So just keep making music. I think the more you do it, the better it'll get over time as well. You know what I mean? So just keep it up. The ideas are really good. The execution needs a little bit of work, but the ideas are really good. Shelby, what's up? Matt McCoy says this is Heat Twin. TX Made Zay on Instagram. Sorry, Texas Made Zay. Yeah. Pretty solid effort for an artist who's earlier on. You know what I mean? So just keep working on it, man. But don't be afraid to tune at all. I feel at times what I'm hearing is you get a little flat, which is also something that happens with vocalists a lot. It's like such a finicky thing, you know what I mean? The more you can learn about like breath control and breathing, the easier it will get. And then it's also about mouth shape as well, you know what I'm saying? Steve-O says, wish the pace was inverse, quick start, slower finish, but the vocals have a nice bounce, just need more presence weight. It does have a nice bounce. Quick start, slower finish, I'm not mad at either. I think that does make sense from Steve-O. Yeah, singing is look, you can hold a tune and you are very close. I'm being really picky because I'm a singer as well. So like, this is the kind of shit that I always think about and kind of get like in my head about when I'm recording my vocals is the pitchiness, is just being pitchy, right? And making sure that I'm tuning things. And for a super long time, I was like, I don't want to pitch shit. Like pitching is cheating. But the further I get into the industry, the more I'm like, it's not cheating. It's just like using the tools you have available to you. And I say this all the time. Don't be dumb. Like just use the tools that are there that make your life easier because they're there for a reason. You know what I mean? There's a reason that people made them. There's a reason people use them. But yeah, like what Palman is saying too about finding your sound taking years to do. I think that is one of the harder parts. So to hear that you kind of have a direction is definitely a very, very positive thing. Alita, Endless Cycle up next. A little bit more R&B for you guys. This comes out tomorrow. Alita is Ethiopian, born in Germany. I didn't know you were born in Germany. Grew up in Ethiopia and Virginia. It is like a carpenter refusing to use sandpaper, or a doctor refusing to use a scalpel is the one that or a doctor refusing to use a robot is the one I like to use. If you guys are in the chat want to submit, make sure you use that link. And if you want to skip the queue, there's the instructions. Okay, we only have one more paid skip after this. Beautiful. So we are going to get to a free skip section today by the looks of things. If anybody does want to do paid skip, feel free to, but we are definitely going to get to do a little free section tonight, which is exciting. Alita, this is maybe one of my favorite songs I've heard from you so far. This feels super, super polished. I love this direction for you too. Just the bounce on it. It's good for your vocals. It fits in a really, really nice way. I know some of your older stuff kind of leans into that 90s, almost like grunge rock sound. But this is a really, really good fit for your vocal. Like very, very good. Alita's World on Instagram. ALEETAS World. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with us. Shout out to all my Ethiopians. I'm Ethiopian too, says Matt Bakar. I'm sorry, is it Matt Bakari or is it Matt Bakar? I just realized I've been leaving out a letter. This hitting though, no bias. It's okay for you to have a bias. We've all got biases. I like this too. This has got a real nice bounce to it. This is definitely getting playlisted when it drops. You said tomorrow, right? If it's not in the release calendar, can you just put it in there so I don't forget? But I want to make sure I support this tomorrow. Oh, you still got a little guitar solo in there as well. I don't have much feedback at all, honestly. This one felt really good, felt really polished. Damn, this stream has flown by, guys. I can't believe it's already 7:30. This whole week has flown by. Again, Alita's World on Instagram. Make sure you go follow. Definitely felt like I was on an island. Matt Bakari. Okay. Sorry. I've been saying it wrong. That's my bad. All right, cool. We got 2 more paid skips. We got Sorry That I'm Not Him by Selfish Pursuits. And it looks like also... Okay, 3 more. Sorry. Shelby Ruga and Jared. And then we'll get into a free section after we get through these 3. Sorry That I'm Not Him, Selfish Pursuits. Let us know what you think in the chat, and welcome. Tarek, we did listen to your song today as well, man. I liked it. I liked this new sound from you. It felt more polished than anything we've heard before. Sorry That I'm Not Him, Selfish Pursuits. Okay, well, I love this. Is this you? Just pick up the phone. I've made 100 calls and I've cried about 100 different waterfalls. Just sorry that I messed things up. Well, okay, I love this photo of you. One, that's fucking awesome. that's so awesome. I'm following you just because of that. This song's really cool too, man. Some of the tuning could use maybe a little bit of smoothing out here or there. Love that. That's what I was hoping would happen. Who are some of the artists you're inspired by? Like, what kind of music do you listen to? I like this. This is something I feel like I would hear myself listen or see myself listening to a lot. Glaive, that tracks. Great development into this second section right here. Maybe one thing that I would love to hear a little bit more of is kind of those glitchy vocal chops that you would hear from someone like a Glaive. I think you could have some of those moments in here and it would add to it from a production standpoint, but I really like this. Go to YouTube. Wow, that's a fat sub in this second hook right here. Yeah, so, all right, look, if you are on YouTube, I don't know if you're over there now, but the way this record plays with textures is crazy. I like it, says Joe Wright. I like that about this, too. I think that's a standout thing for me in this one. The only thing that I would say that I would love to hear a little bit more is just some of these glitchy vocals. These glitchy vocals, yeah, also, yeah, if you do, you can also sub if you want to. Sorry, I'm not always trying to push people to spend money, but if you do want to, it's free if you have Amazon Prime. Selfish Pursuits on Instagram, make sure you go follow. That was called Sorry That I'm Not Him. I did like that one a lot. The feedback that I have, I'll give in 4 seconds when this ad is over. Okay, so the feedback that I have, imagine you're in the cinema and you get hit with an ad midway, I'm fucking leaving if that happens. So yeah, on this one, the one thing that I would say is I really liked a lot of it. I really enjoyed it. The sub was fat, especially when we came around to that second chorus. The writing was really strong. The one thing I would like to hear maybe just a little bit more of is some of that glitchy vocal stuff that you did on the chorus. In the verses is like additional details. Maybe not like a shitload of it, but at the same time, like maybe little subtle touches here or there just to kind of bring it full circle to that moment as well. But really enjoyed that one generally from start to finish, and definitely will playlist and support. So make sure you send it to me when it's out. Ring 16, Shelby Ruga. Very excited to hear some new Shelby Ruga music. If you've been in here at all in the last few years, you already know who Shelby is. You've definitely listened to her. If you just uploaded this to Untitled, there is a chance that it will not play, because I've just noticed that if you have just uploaded something to Untitled, sometimes it just doesn't work. I don't know why. So maybe you need to send this a different way. Let me know if you can. Sorry, sometimes it takes like 30 or 45 minutes, I think, for songs to process on Untitled so we can play them. We'll come back. Nostalgia's Paradox by Jared. Shelby, if you want to just put a SoundCloud link in the chat for me, if you can, I'll pull it up that way, okay? This is Jared with Nostalgia's Paradox, though, in the meantime. Let us know what you think in the chat. And then after we get through Shelby's song, unless there's any other paid skips, we'll do a free section for the last, like, 25 minutes, which is sick. That is awesome.
If I don't try to make you mine,
It's been uploaded. Oh, weird. I don't know why it didn't play. I'll try it again in a second.
if you ain't coming back
Maybe do it differently as well, just in case.
then somebody else killed you.
All right, who the fuck is Jared, bro?
Type of way I can't explain it.
A Jared G.
Say you got it all, that shit is dangerous. You do
I like
what you
this.
want because you're shameless. Believe me, I ain't even mad.
I like this a lot. Guys, I got a standing desk today, so next time you see me, I'm going to be standing up like this,
You got
streaming,
everything I want.
but you'll be able to see my face.
Gotta be so cold. That's why
Do I still post a list of released songs from the stream in the Discord? I haven't been posting the socials and songs in there as much, just so I don't spam the Discord. But I will be, I still like recap the songs that we find that are out, and let me know when it does drop too, because I'll put it in, you know, I'll keep an eye out for it in the release calendar.
If I don't try to make
I like this one a lot from Jared also. Sorry, Jared.
somebody else will.
Track's not available in the United States. What the fuck?
Back to mine.
Shelby, that didn't work either.
Somebody else killed you.
A Jared G. A Jared G on Instagram. I like this a lot. I don't already have any feedback. I think this is sick. More content on your Instagram. That's my feedback. What's the word? What's up? Fucking sick, dude. I really like this a lot. Yeah, I do really like this. I feel it. There's a lot of emotion in the vocal delivery. There's a lot of emotion in the production. It moves in a really nice way. It's just like the tone of the vocal is great. The writing was good. The melody choices were good. It's great layering. Like, I don't know. To me, that's like a song that I definitely would listen to again and probably again and again. It's a great job. A Jared G on Instagram. Fuck, man. No feedback at all. Shelby, let's see if this link works now. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Shelby. This track is not available in the US now for this. That makes no sense. That makes no sense at all. And I don't know why the Untitled link is not playing either. Can you maybe check if the SoundCloud link is private? Maybe it's not. Maybe that's what needs to happen. Let's see. Damn. What's up, Untitled? Play my shit. It didn't work. I mean, you can... Look, I've pressed play. You guys can watch this not work for me. I'm not lying. There's no need for me to lie. The track's not available. Come on. Fuck. Fuck, man. If you could put it on Dropbox or Box, I can pull it up that way. Here, let's do a free skip for now. And Shelby, as soon as you've got a different link for me, I'll just try again. All right, we're gonna get into some free skips, but we're gonna listen to this random one. I'm in the U.S. I don't know. Shelby's in the U.S. Shelby is an American artist. I don't know why we can't listen to it in the U.S. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Oh, I did get rid of the Google Drive function for this reason right here. For this exact reason. But I'm gonna request access. Keycar. We're gonna play this one, and then I'll try and pull that one up again, Shelby, for a second. Who's next? Keycar. Is that how I say that? Bro, maybe it's an Untitled thing right now. Ooh. No, it's not. The fuck? What is going on with Untitled? What the helly? Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna play this because this is gonna work. Is it just my computer? Like, nothing will fucking play. What is going on? Maybe it's me. I don't know what to tell you guys. Something is not working over here. Something does not want to work, bro. What the fuck going on? The fuck going on? I'm gonna do what I never do, and I'm gonna download this one because I know Shelby's not gonna kill my computer. All right, we're gonna play this Shelby fucking song off my computer because that's the only option we have. Shelby Ruga, Ring 16.
Starting to feel less
Worth the download. Tarek says I love this melody already. I do too. Shelby's such a talented artist. I've been saying this. Real Shelby Ruger on Instagram. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with us. Out of Houston, Texas. Very, very good. Yo, Shelby, you gotta link up with D Gotti if you haven't already. I feel like you and D Gotti would make some really cool music together. And I'm pretty sure she's from Houston as well. Or maybe Dallas. Photos of sampling photos. This is great. Fire Already says, also known as Brie. I'm a big fan of Shelby Ruger's. You'll never hear me say a bad thing about Shelby. Yeah, Shelby and Taraj will be fire too. Real Shelby Ruger on Instagram. Great content also. We can just highlight how good her content is. She's always making it. Always working hard. Yeah, do Dropbox. That'd be great. Oh, so it is Untitled is down, okay. This is all you guys need to do, man. You gotta be consistent. You just gotta keep making shit. Obviously, if the music is good, that helps. But look, like, this is the kind of hustle you gotta be on, guys. Like, as an artist now, you gotta keep it consistent. It's a lot of content that gets you to a big following. Go listen to every Shelby Ruger song that exists. All right, every single one, whole discography, start to finish. Right here, Real Shelby Ruger. I'm such a fan. What's crazy is though, bro, literally a year and a half ago, Shelby was probably at like 7,000, 8,000 followers. And then in like a span of like 6 to 8 months, content every day, busting ass, pushing it, running ads, doing all the things you need to do, got up to 78K. So it's real easy to grow your audience. Like, honestly, if you are consistent and you put the work in and you do the right things, it's easy to grow your audience. You just have to be willing to do the work. I feel like a lot of artists aren't willing to do the work, and that's kind of what fucks them up. It's not that the music isn't good. It's not that there isn't potential there. It's not that they're not doing the right things, but sometimes they're just not consistent. And the consistency part really can hurt or help you. So look, Shelby, make sure you put that in my release calendar or tweet it at me tomorrow or anything, because that's absolutely going in the release calendar or in the playlist update. I'm definitely going to support the album or the EP tonight as well. Thank you. We got Girl Code by Bettina up next. This one dropped today. Yeah, look, for anybody who did Untitled, please let me know. This is Girl Code, Bettina. Where are you from in the UK, Bettina? I'm also British, so it's nice. Well, I don't sound it, but hey man, same. Keep making great music. I'm never disappointed. I like this a lot, Bettina. I like this more than Want Me Bad, which I did listen to again today. This one's more of a standout song to me, I think. Let us know what you think in the chat. This is a pretty solid pop song. Thank you for the well wishes. It's been nice to be a partner for a while. Just outside, where outside of London? I'm from Peterborough. Can you send me the key card link in the chat, bro, and I'll pull it up right now. This one's really good. This one's really, really good. Bettina_BCB on Instagram. Make sure you follow. Thank you. Why aren't I a Stream University gang? I already did school, bro. I graduated already. Lived in West London 6 years now. I'm back and forth between there and LA. Bedford. Oh, I know exactly where Bedford is. This is pretty cool. I like this. This is good pop music. I didn't get invited. I didn't apply. I don't know. That's why I'm not. Because I have a full-time job also. I have like a very time-demanding full-time job. That's why. That's actually the real reason I'm not doing anything. No, I knew what was happening, man. But yeah, I put this in the new music with this playlist, and we put it in the songs we found on live stream playlist as well. No, I knew about Streaming University. I just didn't think it's not for me. I don't know. It's not for the unemployed, but like, I don't think my job will be happy, bro. I got hella shit to do. I run 2 distro companies, man. This is stressful. That's stressful as hell.
Let your girl look shit. They keep the drip. Call my ex-man fit.
That ain't code.
That ain't code. That ain't code. Chatting up my mans.
That ain't code. This is actually a very, very well written hook. I like this a lot. Lots of personality in the song. It's like that. That's what I'm saying, man. I get revenge on my ex to this as I love you, Smokey. Look, I like this one a lot. I think Want Me Bad is solid. This is a much more polished and honestly maybe a little bit catchier. It definitely grows on you. Look, it's just like very like it's very pop, so you have to like be into pop music, I think, to really enjoy it. But I enjoyed that. All right, Key Car, who's next? The hook song structure was really good. Yeah. Maybe one day I'll get to Streaming University. I think I need a scholarship though, so I can quit my job.
Yo, Key, where are you?
Slap it into playlist with Maine Willis, says Tarek. I love all the UK people in the chat. It makes me so happy. Where is everybody from? If you're in the chat, let us know where you're from right now. We're about to get into our free section of skips. Princess Ghosty, what's up? What is the Key Car socials? Can you put a link in the chat for me as well? Because I seem to have lost the submission. It's disappeared. We got Mars in the chat. Must be hot up there right now. I'm not gonna lie. This got a nice bounce to it. It's maybe not the most like, I think it's tough in this subgenre of hip hop because there's a lot of stuff in this space right now. So depending on the day, depending on how much I've listened to in this space, maybe I skip it, maybe I don't listen to it. If I'm in the mood and it comes on, I'm probably listening to it. Could go either way. You know what I mean? I don't know that I have any feedback on what you could do. The mix is really solid. Shout out to Paman. We got the Bay Area in the building. We got Miami. I know we got London. It's got a really nice bounce to it, though. I think a visual would really sell this. You know what I mean? I feel like music like this needs like a high energy visual to just really like get the point across. I don't know that it tells me much about the artist, and that's just generally how I feel about music in this space. But at the same time, there's an energy in there. There's like a kind of like just feeling in it. You know what I mean? So I think like depending on where you're at, depending on where you hear this, it would hit. You know what I mean? Let me definitely know. This comes out June 18th. Make sure you put it in my release calendar. And again, for anybody who's got music dropping, put it in the release calendar. I don't need a link to the song. I just need to know when it's coming out, and I'll go look for it myself. Okay? Kyle, up next. Late Eyes. Kyle? We did listen to this the other day. Okay, we listened to this one the other day, so I'm actually going to go to the next one. We're going to play this song, Funny How It Works by Andy McKenzie. But while we are doing this, that was the thing I was going to say, Steve. I was like, I don't know if there was anything that really like caught me on first listen, but it was easy to listen to at the same time. So like that's the reason I'm not gonna be like I wouldn't listen to this, because I probably would, but I think it would depend on when I heard it. If I was like a day where I'd listen to a lot of music and I was kind of like audio fatigued, maybe I wouldn't, unless it really like hooked me in the beginning. At the same time, on a day when maybe I hadn't listened to much music, that was one of the first like submissions I'd listened to. I could see myself saving it in my draft playlist and then coming back and listening to it again. I'm not mad at the sound. I think the sound makes sense for you. You know what I mean? But definitely like variation. Think about like what that hooky moment is that really like keeps people hooked in and brings them in. All right, this is Funny How It Works by Andy McKenzie. While we're listening to this one, if you're in the chat, put your artist name in the chat. What I'm going to try and do is make another secondary queue, bump a bunch of you up for free. We'll do it in like rapid fire mode. We'll listen to about 60 to 90 seconds of each song. While we're listening to the song, put it in the chat. It'll be first come, first served. That's going to be how you get into the queue next, basically, okay? This is Andy McKenzie, Funny How It Works. Let us know what you think in the chat. Being an FBI agent didn't work out, so I write songs instead is a hilarious bio. I love that. Yeah, put your artist name in the chat. Make sure you've submitted in Nero, because if you haven't, then I can't help you, okay?
What did I do wrong? 'Cause you didn't say goodbye.
Rosu. I got Rosu. All right, calm down. Calm down. I saw it. Calm down. All right.
Holding on too tight.
I don't see Sunday to Monday. Oh, it's sorry. That's not the artist name. Yeah. You guys are hype right now. Calm down. Calm down. Matt Bakari will get you in that. I like this song. I'm about to save this song on Spotify right now. Dulkey noted or duly noted? I got you, Andy Loudpack. I got you, bro. Duly? I like that.
First Avenue to a bar with yellow walls, playing all our favorite songs.
Yeah, Princess Ghosty, submit a song. You're welcome. I'm gonna put this Alyssa Parma one in there because I've never seen that name before. Yeah, this is really solid. Did I put this in the playlist already? Last bar, what's up? Let me know your artist name when you've submitted. We'll try and get through as many as we can. It's not a guarantee we'll get to everybody, but we'll try. There's an audience for this, you know what I mean? This is just a very solid, like, indie pop song. Come on, send it. Princess Ghosty, I need to hear. If you're in the chat, we're listening to music right now. We got like 7 to 10 minutes left on stream. We're gonna try and get through a bunch of free skips. This is a solid song. It's well written. It's well produced. Vocals sound really nice. It's good tone. And also the production is done well. Especially for debut project as well. Look, I can't be mad at this at all. Sleepless in New York is the album. Andy McKenzie on Instagram, ANDIE McKenzie, also at NYU. I'm interested to see where this artist goes from here musically and how they develop. I feel like that's the thing with that type of music. It's kind of dependent on now who you work with on the producer side and like how you kind of like bring your sound into an even like more personal space. And just carving out more of a sound too. You know what I mean? It kind of toes this line between being like indie and being more pop. I think maybe leaning into one more than the other might help a little bit more. I think in the production it maybe leaned a little bit more pop than it needed to or should. And then on the writing side and on the vocal side, it leaned more indie than it did pop. I think it's in like an interesting in between space. But I think if you lean one way more than the other, it'll kind of work itself out even a little bit more than it had already. All right, another Lost File featuring Chop by Rosu. Like I said, this is gonna be a little bit more rapid fire. So we're gonna do 60 to 90 seconds of each song and try and get through as many of these free skips as possible. Okay. So if we don't play the song on the way through, don't be shocked. Another Lost File. February, Rosu. I'm trying to get Princess Ghosty to send something in though. We're trying to hear it. Hates me apparently though. Yeah, it's tough though, bro. No.
All you do is turn me up. Put them trips, they fuck me up.
You can do this, and so it doesn't take certain links. So if it's Google Drive, Apple Music, or BandLab, it won't take it. If you do Spotify or SoundCloud, you can do it on Nero. Nero should work if you. It just might be the type of link you're submitting.
I mean, I hate the spaz, but I don't give out sentiments. It's easy just to stand on that. If visions you insert yourself, I'm tweaking. I can't get that back to you. I pray I did.
I do think I like this, right? I think at times what I would like to hear is a little bit more variation in the melody. A minute in, you know what I mean? I would like to just some different layers in here. The melody does get a little repetitive, a little bit. I'm not going to be able to play everything in the queue, but I'm going to try and play as many songs as we can in this free section. We're in rapid fire, so it's going to be rapid fire feedback. Yeah, like I think there's something there. I like the overall like direction sound wise. I feel like the execution from a rhythmic standpoint was maybe the thing that I feel like yeah, that's why I have feet, but I respect it. What do you mean? Oh, to have more variation? I mean, that does help, actually. Sunday to Monday, Andy Loudpack. I do think that having a feature is good to, like, add with the variation thing. No, you're not fucked. What's your artist name? What's your artist name? Not everyone's in the skip queue. I just made a new skip queue.
Same day,
Straight
this
Tobin?
new summer.
I'll put
I
you in
only
the
get
skip
older,
queue.
I'm constantly playing it smarter. Don't get tricked out a spot, they don't know what
I'm gonna try and get to everybody. I don't know if we'll play everybody. We'll try.
Thank God niggas don't try me cause I'll be in jail with a case. That bitch fuck on the outside of spike, she thinking I'm tight.
Joe, I'll put you in the queue too, my bad.
Don't make that shit right. It's kinda erotic, been fucked from a friend. Cheating on bitches, look dripping my twin. Shaq of the skull, and I might just win. I think that is funny, these bitches be worried about me.
I actually like this one. This one's tough.
Come out, just pop me 100. Killing these niggas like my life's ain't bunny.
I also agree that when a song feels stuck, you should try and get a feature. I'm never mad at that. I think that's a good way to finish off a song that maybe won't get finished. So, damn, Andy, do you have socials, bro? Yeah, what's the IG? They're not in here. What's the socials, bro? What's the socials? Princess Ghosty, what's your artist name? More of a good idea than good product. I liked this one. I liked this one a lot. I would definitely listen to this, 100%. Andy Loudpack, put your socials in the chat. Saint Mila? Okay, let me go find it. I don't know why it's not in there. I don't see it in Nero. I don't know why. Damn, I really want to hear it, though. now I'm curious. You guys are hyping up. Bree aka... Can't say this. Bree, aka Fly Type, featuring Synth Poppy. First single of the upcoming joint EP will produce a Synth Poppy. Let me give it a second. I'll see if it pops up. Chase Chowder, what's up? Shit, maybe I'll just pull it up. Oh, is it not on SoundCloud? It's not on Spotify. Also known as Bree _ on Instagram. So there's a couple things I do really like here too. Oh, it's unreleased. I don't know why it's not coming through on my Nero. Can you maybe try resubmitting it just one more time? So what I do like about this one is the delivery style tonally. I also think just like inflections and everything were really good. What I do think could be a little bit stronger on this one is the vocal mix specifically. It felt a little thin EQ wise, maybe a little over compressed. And so it's just not giving as much of an oomph as like that beat is, the sub is. I think that's the thing that you maybe need to work on just a little bit, is really, really getting that vocal to shine a little bit more, because the ideas were really good. There was a lot of really cool thing doing it. No, Eddie, who's the founder of it, is one of our community members, so he's actually done a lot. Anytime that I've had an issue, he's been able to fix it, or has like built basically like something that will make it not feel that way at all. So we've got like a really, really good kind of back and forth of feedback, and him then going with his team to make shit like better for everyone who uses it. So I got a lot of love for Nero. We do a split on profits, but it is free to sign up and use. But it's like a 15% split, I think, which is way less than Twitch takes. So they got to make money too. And honestly, it's made my life so much easier with just managing the queue. So I'm very pro Nero over here. Matt, this is tough, bro.
I was on the Ave, half a shake in the trunk. How long will we make it last? Couple dollars in
And
my
Boogie, SHM on Instagram. I heard this artist on the Venice feedback stream that I did it like last Friday, and I've been enjoying what you've been sending over, bro. This might be my favorite one we've heard so far. There's something about it. Let us know what you think in the chat. Like I said, we're in rapid fire mode, so we'll give this another like 20 seconds, then we gotta move on. M Boogie, SHM. There's maybe moments where I feel like you can enunciate ever so slightly more in certain words, but it's such a small thing. It's really not a big deal. Duly noted. Patience. Up next. And some of you are about to get an ad break in a minute, so if you want to hop over to YouTube and watch ad-free, you can. It's totally up to you. I'm not tripping. Look, man, I like a little dance pop. Dubstep's not really my thing, but we'll see where this goes. This definitely leans a little more drum and bass UK garage already, just tempo-wise. And I do love a little UK garage, so... We are going to hit a raid after we get done with the next couple of songs. Like, what do we have left? We got like 4 in the queue right now. We might be able to get all 4. Oh, 5. That's the same Mila one. Thanks for the follow, Princess Ghosty. Shout out to you, Nels NB, Selfish Pursuits, and Duly Noted also. And you, Andy Loudpack. Thanks for all joining the community today. It did pop up. I just found it. Took a second, but it's there. I like this. I wish there was maybe a little bit more movement, like a little bit more like, a little bit more build, a little bit more drop. Yes, on the sub, but I actually think arrangement-wise, you would... well, I like this section. You pulled back a little bit on this section. Yeah, I think it does actually need a little bit more sub. But just make sure it doesn't get overpowering, because right now it's in like a decent space. It's there, but it could use a little bit more, just like, it could use a little more presence, I think, just so people can hear it and feel it more. Duly noted _official. The O is a 0. If you want to go follow, make sure you go do that. Yeah, I think it's just on the arrangement side. I would have loved to hear maybe just a little bit more of a build into a drop than we got. Like, there's moments where you pull things back, but it's still, like, you can't really feel it for some reason, even though, like, if you really listen for it, you can hear that that's what's happening. So, I don't know. That's maybe the thing. It's just a little bit more on the feeling side of things. Like, it's getting it to feel the way that music in that space should. I don't know. That's such a terrible fucking way to explain that. Don't worry. VOD's on YouTube as well. All right, this is Alyssa Palmer, Body on My Mind. Also from Wolverhampton. No way, that's so close to where I'm from, in Peterborough. It's a bit of a weak master, and it does feel like the kick, feels like the kick's sub is a little overpowering in the mix, and I think that's what's made everything feel quieter than it should. I'm gonna save this because I actually like the song, and I think her voice sounds really good, but it is the mix here that I feel like could use a little bit of improvement. It's pretty good though. The songwriting's really good, and the ideas are really good here. Introducing Alyssa on Instagram. Definitely want to hear more music from this artist as well. It's a good hook. It's a good hook. It's got a good bounce. Oh shit, RJ's on, bro. I didn't realize RJ was on. We're gonna go raid RJ after this because that's the homie, and I like his vibe. All to you, Sky's the Limit. Then we're gonna do Cardio by Trey and the Mila song, and then we'll be done for the night. All right, let us know what you think in the chat. Yeah, it's close. It's just kind of a quietness thing on that one, but the song was really cool. Let's just get in there right now.
First time I saw you, and I was like, what's that here? She caught me falling, loving never felt so real. I can't lie, it ain't easy.
Hey. I like this. Be careful of like getting too nasally in the vocal delivery, I think, in this song part. There's maybe moments that feel like a little too nasally than they should, just in the song parts, but the production's really solid. No, Matt, we did not play the song yet. Sky's the Limit music on Instagram. I like the beat. I like the writing. Vocal tone needs a little bit of work. Sometimes you don't know though, because it runs through Spotify and it's that compression algorithm will like change the way that something sounds, but it's usually because something's unbalanced. He does sound like Mario a little bit, I hear that. Melody choices, like I said, are really, really good on that one. I think tonally, that's probably where I think it could use some work. But that's just practice. It's just singing. Trey Tove Cardio up next. What's up? How are you, Lava Boy? How's life? Loudness penalty website. Oh, what's that? I'm gonna have to check that out. Alright, we got 3 more songs, then we're gonna hit this raid. Like I said, we're in rapid fire mode, so we're doing 60 to 90 seconds of each song right now. I like this melodic part right here. I was gonna say I'm not sure that anything caught my ear, but I think when we get to this melodic part, it did catch my ear. Actually, yeah. Oh, sorry. If Matt Bakari is Mr. Boogie SHM on IG, we did listen to you. Sorry. Maybe we did. Maybe that was you. I like this one. I like this one. It's good energy on that one from Trey Toven. Trey_Toven on Instagram. If you want to go follow, make sure you go keep up. I definitely want to hear more music from you as well. I think that's the thing. Is like it's rare that I'll judge an artist off of one song only and be like, yo, I'm a fan of this artist. But I think that was a good entry point for me. So I definitely would listen to more. Joe Wright, Act 3 up next. Let us know what you think. I'm good. I'm tired. Today's been a long day. So I'm kind of ready to go to bed. I'm already over a little bit on stream, but we're going to try and get through these last couple of songs.
What up, Bonnie? I'm about to hit the lake. You know exactly where to find me.
Okay, we did listen to you, Matt.
2 a.m. policeman right behind me. Ain't no fair upon no heart. Ain't that the way that God designed me? Funny how in every conversation you remind me the shit that don't expire.
Super interesting voice on this one.
Could really stop me, baby. You're the prototype that nobody could ever copy. Baby, when we slide and
I don't know if I love this vocal tone on this production. It's because it's got like a little rasp. It's not like the strongest voice on a beat that I feel like. I don't know. I think there's a lot of potential in this artist's voice. I just don't know if this beat choice is the right beat choice for me. Yeah, voice like Reason, kind of. I like the chorus of this. I just don't know if I don't know if the delivery on the verses hit for me with the vocal tone. But I would definitely want to hear more from this artist as well, I think, just overall. Act 3, Joe Wright. All right, Sacred, St. Mila, then Gone by Wet Lava Boy, and then I am also gone from stream after that. Let us know what you think in the chat. Oh, I kind of love this already. I kind of love this. Let's see what happens. Peak. Oh, tough. Is this the intro still? If this is still the intro, the only thing I would say, it's a pretty long intro. Yeah, I really like this when the vocals come in. I really like the beat choice. So I am generally, if it's over a 30-second long intro, I will say that the intro is too long. All right, okay? And that's just people's attention spans. You'll lose them very quickly, especially for like new listeners, right? New fans. So that's the only thing I would say. Outside of that, I do really like this. I like the direction here. I like the vocal tone, the mix on it. It's all like a very cool, interesting sound. Definitely pulling me in. St. Mila, 3 L's on Instagram. If you're rocking with this, make sure you go follow. Definitely going to keep up. Definitely want to hear some more music. But I would say just be careful of a long intro. You will lose some people just off of a long intro. Gone, Wet Lava Boy, and then this is the last one. We're going to go raid RJ. Looks like he is... Maybe he's not cooking up. I thought he was cooking up right now, but it does say he's listening to other people's music. I'm just not sure. Yeah, this is tough too. Immediately saved, immediately playlisted this one. Wet Lava Boy on Instagram. Go follow. They make amazing music, and it's absolutely worth listening to. There's a lot of songs from Wet Lava Boy that I really, really thoroughly enjoy. So I would highly recommend also going to listen to them. This one's got a great bounce to it. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. All right, y'all. Look, I'm about to be out. But like I said, go follow us on KayvanMD's house. We're making content to support you guys and just highlight your music. If you got new releases, put them in the release calendar. I'll be looking at the new releases that you guys have had from this week tomorrow. I'll also be tweeting about it, so keep your eyes open on my socials. I'm back on Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. That's not right. I'm back on Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. Maybe Tuesday next week because it's Memorial Day on Monday. So Tuesday next week we'll stream. Usually Mondays and Thursdays. Join the Discord. And we are going to go hit a raid. We're going to go raid RJ, also known as I Breathe Music All Day on Instagram, who's one of my favorite music curators. So go in there, get in his community as well, send him music. But we are out. Thank you for a great stream tonight. Have a great long weekend. Be safe if you're traveling. Safe travels. And we'll see you next week, all right? Peace. Motherfucker's gonna go lie down. I am sleepy. I'll see you in the chat over in RJ's stream, all right? Peace. If you're on the chat, come to the raid with us. It's always fun to raid the homies.
Okay, this one, I'm not gonna lie. Me and FBD Amari